evening and welcome to the Darling Stadium pregame activities. I'm Tim Cole with Bob Hintz and A.G. Womble. We are here at the new Darling Stadium prior to the game between the Hampton Crabbers and the Kecoughtan Warriors, and we're going to have a fairly lengthy ceremony here, Bob, to commemorate the opening of this beautiful new facility. Not quite completed, but certainly functional.
Oh, it is definitely functional. It's amazing what they have done in the last week, Tim. I was over here first this week, and I said, no way they're going to be done. But this place is starting to fill up already, as you can see across the side. The visitors tonight are Hampton. So Hampton crowd will be sitting on the other side, Kecoughtan on this side. But this is going to be a great game. We're going to have the two bands. I think something about the band's going to come out in the middle of the field or something.
Well, as a matter of fact, as you can see on your screen there, the Kecoughtan marching band is on your screen right now, and to their left, or to our right, is the Hampton High School marching band, or at least a portion thereof. And they are going to be performing for us. Among other things, we're also going to have a welcome by Mayor Eason and several introductions and some speakers. And we're going to have a full-blown ceremony here to commemorate the beautiful new Darling Stadium. And it is quite a facility. And, of course, you and I and our whole crew are very excited about being here to do the home games for the city schools.
Oh, yes. And, Tim, if you look at the goalposts, for example, those are not typical high school goalposts that you'll see. Those are the pro-type goalposts. I mean, they really go up in the air. They got flags on the top so they can see which way the wind's blowing. The field is in excellent condition. This is going to be great. I'm really looking forward. I'm kind of anxious for this, as you and I have talked about earlier, that I've been anxious for this to start.
Okay, we'll continue with our pregame activities, but first let's take a timeout for a message from Hampton Chevrolet.
Listen to the heartbeat. There's really something to sing about here at Hampton Chevrolet GOGP.
We'll have the opening ceremonies. We're going to have the national anthem played by both of the bands, as well as a couple of songs played by each. We're going to turn this over now to the PA announcer here at Darling Stadium.
Well, right now that is Mike McCormick, who is the girls basketball coach of Kecoughtan. He's announcing for the ball game. And what he's doing is just giving the crowd, let them know what's going on. The actual ceremonies themselves has not started yet, Tim.
As part of the dedication ceremony for the new football stadium, both bands will present musical selections for your enjoyment. The Hampton High School Band is commanded on the field by drum majors Anissa Agee and Crystal Sessoms. Drum major Crystal Sessoms will lead the band in two performance selections, Border Crossing, followed by Stingray. Ladies and gentlemen, the Hampton High School Band.
Since 1972, Peninsula Screen Print has been providing the Peninsula with custom imprinted caps, jackets, sweatwear, and athletic uniforms. Now, a full line of promotional items such as cups, mugs, visors, pens, and frisbees are available to help your business, club, school, or special event get your message across. Also specializing in adult and youth team sports, Peninsula Screen Print has become the leader by offering such brand names as Bike, Sand Knit, Hanes, and Screen Stars Best at wholesale prices. In-house graphic artists and screen printing afford us the opportunity to provide custom logos and art to meet your design needs. From the art room to specialized screen making to the finished product, we have the facilities to meet your deadline. Located in the Old Fox Hill section of Hampton, see us this week for personalized service or phone 850-2244 for more information. Peninsula Screen Print, your one-stop walking advertisement shop.
Ladies and gentlemen, would you please rise in honor of our country for the presentation of the colors by the Kecoughtan High School Junior Naval ROTC Color Guard and the playing of our national anthem, which this evening will be performed by the combined Hampton High School and Kecoughtan High School bands. Leading the singing will be vocalist, soloist Margaret Vaughn, music teacher at Asbury and Langley Schools. The combined bands will be conducted by Ron Minitry, Fine Arts Specialist for the Hampton City Schools.
Only Mannington Never Wax floors have a protection layer that...
Gear Up Printing is a full-service printer for your business. Gear Up specializes in printing for advertising, offers an art, design, service, and typesetting. At Gear Up Printing, you'll get super fast service and low prices, and free pickup and delivery. Gear Up is located at 2708 Build America Drive in Hampton. For your business printing needs, call 827-8277. Gear Up Printing will meet your deadline. Well, Bob, we got the school marching bands on the field, and we're going to have the fight songs performed by each of these school bands, and then we're going to have hopefully the ceremonial toss of the coin and get this game underway.
Yes. We're ready to go, Tim. I know that the teams are ready now. They've gone back and they've huddled, and so they've cooled down a little bit. So they're going to come back out. They'll do a little warm up before this game starts.
From the new Darling Stadium in Hampton, Virginia, WHCS Channel 29 presents Peninsula District Football. The Hampton Crabbers versus the Kecoughtan Warriors. I'm Tim Cole with Bob.
Back together, so to speak, and they're playing with a lot more confidence. They've won their last 2 games. As the Crabbers, on the other hand, they lost a game to Denby and came back strong. And I talked to Elvis Mann and I talked to Danny Mitchell this week. I couldn't get up with Coach Mike Smith, and I want to take a moment here to send him our condolences on his grandfather passing away, and he was out of town for a couple days. But they feel real good about this young team. They got a real good, strong personality, and they're learning all the time.
All right, we do want to make our fans aware of the fact that this game is supported by Hampton Chevrolet, Peninsula Screen Printing, by Billy James Company, and by Gear Up Printing. The 3-1 Hampton Crabbers are about set to burst on the field as you see them on the far side of the field. They are the visitors for this inaugural game in the Darling Stadium. And they will be looking to put a victory in their win column. This game is very important to both of these teams.
Well, it really is.
Race.
Both teams, Tim, are Division 6 teams, which means that they can only play in a Division 6 playoff. Hampton has been there for, I know, for the last 4 years and many years beyond that. They are a power on the peninsula constantly, and it's a team that everybody shoots for. So when you come in like a Kecoughtan Warrior,
so far has consumed 13 plays. Just to give you some first quarter statistics for the Kecoughtan Warriors, they were paced by
score close.
Have a protection layer that's so tight.
We got a flag thrown late. I don't know exactly what the flag was thrown for. But what a pass and catch.
Mike Thacker from Kermit Buggs.
Kermit Buggs looked, everybody he was looking at was to the left, and at the last split second he turned around, looked to the right, and threw the ball to the right. An unsportsmanlike conduct call against the Warriors. Now this gives me a chance to bring in, here we can see this nice pass, and he was wide open. With the new rule, the penalty will be played.
Red ball foul, unsportsmanlike.
It will be called now against the Warriors, I believe.
As I said, the important thing, of course, is does the touchdown stand, and I believe the answer to that is yes. So
that'll make your extra point loom real big, because now they're going to have to go from the, what's that, about the 18-yard line.
Dead ball foul, unsportsmanlike from the green team. They're going to go to the tie from the 18.
And he will attempt a long extra point from the 26 to make a 36-yarder.
A 62-yard touchdown pass backer caught it at about the 25 and ambled in as he got behind that Crabber defense, and Kecoughtan has regained the lead. As you said, Bob, the 35-yard extra point try, and this will not go at all as the ball goes through the hands of Chris May, and Kecoughtan will not get the extra point, but they will in fact have a 6-point lead. Just 2 plays, 68 yards, the 62-yard touchdown pass. 11.
Well, you can bet Kecoughtan is going to be playing some prevent defense with 50 seconds to go in this first half.
The far side of the field, a very quiet Hampton crowd, as they are, I guess you could use the word stunned here. Not that Kecoughtan is a team that was to be taken lightly, but they have moved the ball with fairly good ease here against the stiff defense of Hampton. A.G. Womble is down on the sidelines. He's got Coach Kozlowski from Bethel High School.
All right, Tim, we do have Kaz, and Kaz, you get to play here tomorrow night. First of all, observations on the first half.
Well, I'll tell you, I'm surprised that Kecoughtan is moving the ball as frequently on Hampton's defense as they have.
Peninsula screen printing.
Since 1972, Peninsula.
This message from Billy James Company. Of Hampton High School, let's take a minute right now and watch and listen to the Hampton High School Marching Band.
Supposed to be sorry.
Europe Printing is a full-service printer for your business. Europe specializes in printing for advertising, offers an art design service, and typesetting. At Europe Printing, you'll get super fast service and low prices, and you get free pickup and delivery. Gear Up is located at 2708 Build America Drive in Hampton. For your business printing needs, call 827-8277. Gear Up Printing will meet your deadline.
Well, we got a chance before you go to the halftime statistics. Tim, let me just take a minute here to thank the people at the city of Hampton, from the mayor to Terry O'Neill, the city manager, the public works, the engineering. All these crews been out here working around the clock to get this facility so that we could be in here tonight, and they deserve a strong round of applause if we could do that for them, because without them we wouldn't have been able to get this game played tonight.
The system here has had a problem as far as getting this thing done because of all the rain that we've had. And it's just a matter of an incredible effort, as you said, Bob, on the part of the city of Hampton and the builder and all the people involved in this thing, because you yourself said it. You came over here 2 days ago and you couldn't believe that we were going to be able to play a game. But
there was not much asphalt down, but there is now.
They've done a wonderful job, and this crowd is enjoying what, in my estimation, has been one of the more exciting games.
And we sure want to make mention of Larry Malloy and his staff, who have worked on this field to get it in the condition it is. Hats off to Larry Malloy and his staff.
At halftime here, the Kecoughtan Warriors lead by 6 over the Hampton Crabbers. They have, in the first half, 11 first down, Kecoughtan does. 87 yards rushing, 86 yards on the ground. They are 4 for 6 in the passing department. They have not fumbled the football. They were penalized just 1 time for 5 yards, and they had the ball 12 minutes and 25 seconds. For the Hampton Crabbers, they had 8 first downs. They had 81 yards rushing, 66 yards passing. Aaron Matthews, 8 out of 10 in the first half passing. They fumbled the 1 time, and Hampton paid for that loss of fumble because Kecoughtan did take that ball in for the initial score. They were penalized twice for 17 yards, and Hampton had the ball 11 minutes and 35 seconds in the first half. Individual statistics for the Hampton Crabbers. They were led by Dwayne Murphy with 58 yards running on 7 attempts. Aaron Matthews carried the ball 6 times for 15 yards. And Gerzak on the end around 1 time for a total of 8 yards. In the passing department, as I mentioned, 8 out of 10 for 66 yards for Aaron Matthews. His favorite receiver so far has been Manny Mines, who's caught 6 for 45 yards. The other 2 were caught by Aaron Monday. Both of those catches, by the way, for touchdowns. For the Kecoughtan Warriors, they were paced by Chris Bay with 23 yards on the ground. Check that. Kermit Buggs, in fact, had 28 yards on 7 carries. Bay had 23 yards on 5 carries. 18 yards for Kevin Johnson on 5 carries. 7 yards for Nick Bowen, and 11 yards for Alan Reed. In the first half, Kermit Buggs was 4 for 6 in the passing for 86 yards. A vast improvement on his first 4 ball games, and he was not intercepted. A problem that he has definitely had here in the first half of this season.
Well, he's had in this first half of play, he has had the season passing the ball that we thought he would have all year. But on that very first play, when he just jammed his left shoulder when they played Menchville, and he never got to 100% until tonight. And boy, we've seen a completely different Joe Buggs throwing that ball than we have seen before.
And that is our statistics, compliments of Jerry Zopolis here in the first half. Now let's watch and listen for the Kecoughtan High School Marching Band. Douglas group? You ready? Bob, we've got a chance to talk with the head coach for Bethel High School, Coach Kozlowski. Of course, we had the pleasure of doing that game last Saturday night. The game between his team and Denby. Of course, congratulations on that win, Coach.
Thank you very much. Our young men did a great job in that ball game.
You got a tough one Saturday night, I understand. You're going to tangle with, who are you going to play?
Warwick Raiders are tied for first place along with us in Hampton, so it's really going to be a battle and a half. They have a very good team. They're very, very big. Their defense is one of the best in the league, so we'll get a true test as to whether or not our offense can withstand the bigger people that we would have to face the rest of the way.
Well, they beat a good Beavis game. In fact, beat a good team by throwing the ball. Do you expect them to throw the ball against you guys?
I certainly think they're going to. Coach Bouchard, who's in charge of our defensive secondary, is really looking forward to it because, you know, we're ranked number 2 in the league in defensive secondary. We've allowed 149 yards passing, and Warwick, of course, is number 1, having given up 147 yards.
Warriors.
Right up. Joe is a good.
Looking at 3rd and 7. Shotgun Kelly. Incomplete. Eric Tucker.
Down in the latter stages of this one. At halftime, as the Crabbers and the Warriors battled with a high-scoring first half, and to this point now, we have not had any scoring here in the second half. But it'll be 4th down and less than a yard to go for the Crabbers. You know, Murphy's been the bread and butter man, but the passes worked twice now to Monday. So if it was your call, what would you do, Coach? And we're tied at 12. Throws up a ball that is almost intercepted.
Gerzak.
Will be here at Darling Stadium games in person. We have a great
absolutely.
time bringing the game. This has been a hard-fought ball game by 2 very good teams. Pitch back to Murphy. Murphy finds some running room down.
How many first?
This in 10 seconds. This one almost a
Kermit Buggs for the
cheering crew. Now, where's AJ? I figure he'd be right in the midst of all those girls.
Did we ever come up with our consensus play? Kermit Buggs tries to get it through, and as of yet, no call from the officials.
But we have a flag on the play from the linesman.
Kenny Self, the referee, will tell us it's going to be illegal motion against the Warriors. Big penalty.
Big penalty. That takes you back 5 yards. So it's 1st and goal from the 6 rather than from the 1.
That's a big call at this point. 3:39 remaining in the ball game.
Dude, overtime.
1st down.
Well, this, you know, you'll see what kind of defensive effort the Crabbers can put up here, because this is a real test of their defense. They've done a great job here in the second half. They've shut down the Kecoughtan defense to this point.
Oh, the Kecoughtan offense, yes.
The offense. Buggs on the keeper, gets away from one tackler. He's down inside the 5. He'll only get to about the 4, however. As he is swarmed over at the 4, it'll be...
I thought he was going to slip in. He made a good move. He's got real quick feet. Very heads up.
They're going to mark it just inside the 4. It's 2nd down and goal. Of course, the down went over on that penalty.
But you got so many things to watch for if you're the Hampton Crabbers. I mean, Joe Buggs can run the ball, he can pitch the ball, he can keep the ball, he can throw the ball. I mean, it's just so many things that you've got to be aware of what's going to happen out there.
Fumble!
And we got a flag on the play.
The Crabbers have recovered the fumble.
Well, let's see what the flag is.
Joe Becknell has the football. I have a feeling it's going to go against Kecoughtan. Illegal shift.
And that will put the ball to the Crabbers. What a Oh, man, you get down that close, you hate to come away empty-handed, but you got to take your hats off that Crabbers. Boy, they get tough inside that 5. We've seen that before.
The illegal shift is declined. Hampton's ball, 1st and 10.
Will hold on to an 8-point victory. This game was a well-played game between both of these teams. Matthews is going to air it out. He's got Gerzak. Oh, my gracious. I hope Gerzak is all right. He just took a tremendous hit.
He did that. The only way you can knock him, get him down, is to hit him low.
Look at him. He's up.
And he jumped right up. But what a hit. I don't know who hit him.
I don't think he knows who hit him. That's
But that may have been Chris May, number 14 over there. I don't know. Sims that went over and played back.
Don't leave yet. Did we ever, I don't mean to beat this dead horse here, did we ever decide who our consensus get players of the game were?
Yeah, we both.
Kermit Buggs?
Kermit Buggs for Kecoughtan and Manny Mines for the Crabbers. You and I and Scotty all went that way. AG, he's over on the sideline.
He went with Monday and Gerzak, who were also good choices,
yes.
as Matthews as well. Separate Kecoughtan from 2 and 3 and 5 and 0. They lost by 7 twice coming into this game, and then 8 this time, so 27 points, and they'd be 5 and 0 instead of 2 and 3.
They got it there. Excellent 3 and 2 team.
I don't mean to beat this dead horse. No. There's the end of the clock. The parity continues in the Peninsula District, as we've seen it out here tonight. A good Kecoughtan team beaten by a good Hampton team in a game that was befitting of the inaugural game here.
Absolutely. You couldn't have scripted a better game. If we'd have sit down and wrote a game, we couldn't have done it better.
All right, we're going to return to Darling Stadium with some post-game interviews, but first let's take a brief timeout and a message from Peninsula Screen Printing.
That's what's happened. He's found that he can't get out of a regular three-point stance, so he's going to play out of the two-point stance. Well, he gets a piece of Stanley on that play, but not enough to get him stopped. Clock is running near the 4-minute mark, 4:18. Left in the first half is Shane Conlon on the sideline, so injury is part of the Buffalo story on defense. As it was the last time this team played here. First down at the 22. And Esiason yelling a new play at the line of scrimmage. Woods. Oh, is he a load? Icky Woods, 232 pounds. He's inside the 15. If you're wondering why that play was successful, let's take a chance to watch it. Watch what they do on the backside here. Smurlus is stunning. He gets hooked. Icky Woods will start this way and then come back inside. And it's the cutback that makes it successful. Watch how he cuts back against the grain. Bentley overruns the play, number 15.